Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students, welcome to English 302. This course has two writings only, so you need to study Unit 10 and Unit 11, and from Unit 10, we are going to focus on essay writing. We have lots of essays, we have lots of types of essays, but in this part, in this lesson, we are going to focus on how to write advantages and disadvantages essay, or for and against essay. They are similar, and inshallah we are going to cover this in detail, but we are going to have that chunking. Chunking means a division. We are going to divide our work according to the paragraphs given in your writing in order to make it easy and accessible for you. This is Mr. Yasser from the Kingdom of Bahrain. Please accept my greetings. I hope, inshallah, everything is going to be easy and comprehensible for you. So our topic, as I told you, is for and against essay. And in that for and against essay, we can also include advantages and disadvantages. So when it comes to advantages and disadvantages, it means that people or a group of people are for the idea of, for example, using electric cars or shopping or any other topic that people may have different opinion about it. So what are the advantages that make people accept a topic to be for a topic, and what are the disadvantages that make people reject a topic or to be against a topic? So generally we have an issue, we have a problem, we have a topic, and this topic has two opposing views. One is for, the other is against. And you need to organize your writing according to two sides, two groups, two teams of people, two sections of people. One is for, the other is against. And in this video, we are just working on how to format your writing. So it is taken for granted that you have generated some ideas relating to the topic that you are talking about. Inshallah, later we are going to have an example how to include our ideas into the format or the pattern given to you in this video, inshallah. So here, as I told you, we need to focus on the layout of your writing, the format. Your writing should be appeared in front of the eye of your examiner, of your reader, according to this layout. So paragraph number 1, you have to write in paragraphs. As I told you, this is a taken for granted ideas, but we need to remind ourselves of what we should do in writing for and against essay, or advantages and disadvantages essay. So paragraph number 1 is called intro. Whatever comes at first, at the beginning, is called intro. Later, I'm going to give you some ideas about what you should write in the intro. But now, put it in your mind as paragraph number 1, intro. What about paragraph number 2? Paragraph number 2 is purely about the advantages that makes people for the topic. So 1 advantage, 2 advantages, 3 advantages or more. These advantages make people, urge people to be for the topic. So generally it is 4 ideas, 4 ideas. Paragraph number 3, once you are done with paragraph number 2, you need to go to the opposite side, on the other hand, on the other side of the equation. So you need to include against the ideas. What the advantages are that makes people be against the topic, be against the topic. So paragraph number 1 is the intro, paragraph number 2 for ideas, paragraph number 3 against ideas. This is the new invented idea of paragraph number 4. In paragraph number 4, you need to include the findings of studies. What does it mean? Imagine that you have a topic. For example, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the internet? E-learning, using electric cars. So you may have enough time to work on your assignment, on your essay. So you need to support your Answer with evidence, findings, facts, figures from web pages, from the internet, from researchers, from studies. So you will write down, you will type this using electric cars, for example, in China, in India, anyway. And these are the findings. According to a study conducted in India, a lot of people are for the idea of using electric cars because they are affordable, maybe because they want to reduce the amount of gas or air pollution. So you may have just statements telling you about the findings, or such statements can be supported by percentages. 30% of the sample of the research or the study are for the idea, or 75% of the sample of the studies or the researchers are against the idea. So all in all, you need to include one complete paragraph in your layout, and in that paragraph, you need to write the findings, the facts, and the figures based on studies conducted upon your topic, Now, here comes the last paragraph, which is paragraph number 5. Paragraph number 5 is the conclusion, And in that conclusion, you need to comment on the findings given in paragraph number 4, write whatever comments you find acceptable, suitable for your writing, then try to include your own opinion. You have your own opinion regarding the topic, so include it, no problem. To my mind, I believe that using electric cars is a must, especially nowadays, because of the global warming, because of the environmental issues that we have around us. So you comment on that using your own ideas, So generally, we have to write 5 paragraphs. You may be asked or may have been asked by your teacher to write only 4 paragraphs, no problem. But the standard of writing for and against essay or advantages and disadvantages essay, this is the proper and the most acceptable layout. So far, so good. I hope so. Let's move on and see what should be written in the introduction. As I told you, we need to focus on the ideas that should be included in the introduction. The introduction should have 3 parts. The first one is introduce the topic and try to introduce the topic generally. Never be specific. For example, in many parts of the world. So by writing this phrase, you tell the reader that your topic is not peculiar to a certain place, but it is a major concern for many people around the world. So in many parts of the world, it has become popular to what? After this phrase, you need to write your issue, your topic, your subject. This is the gap, the space that should be filled by you, by your idea, by your topic, or by the topic given to you. And later we're going to fill it in, but with a certain topic. Okay, so this is the first sentence. In many parts of the world, it has become popular to then the topic. An obvious reason for this. You need to write one reason why it has become popular to blah, 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 blah. You need to include the reason here. Okay, after including the reason, you need to write one more sentence. This is an important area of discussion. Great. Once it is a major concern for a lot of people around the world, in many parts of the world, so it is an important area of discussion because some people support this idea completely. as they see that it has many advantages. So here you include that one big part of people, one big portion of people are for the idea because they focus on the advantages. They see only the advantages. What about the other side? It should also be included here. So others means other people take a different view. Take a different view means they see only the disadvantages. So now you give a hint to the reader, to your teacher, to anyone that your topic is a controversial topic. It is a for and against essay. You have two opposing partners. And in this essay, yes, this essay discusses the arguments and considers whether it's an advantage to then the topic that you have written in the first part of this paragraph, you need to include here one more time. So this essay discusses the arguments and considers whether it is an advantage to, then complete, or this will bring about many drawbacks. It means that in this essay, you are going to cover both sides and consider whether what you have included in your writing is, for example, majoring or has the highest ideas or the major ideas or advantages, or focus only on the advantages. So you are going to come to a conclusion that this topic is an advantageous or that topic is disadvantageous. So far so good. So generally, we need to read this one more time. In many parts of the world, it has become popular to. An obvious reason for this may be this is an important area of discussion because some people support this idea completely as they see that it has many advantages. Others take a different view. This essay discusses the arguments and considers whether it is an advantage to, or this will bring about many drawbacks. Now let's see in practice what should be written in each space. Yes, we need to apply this intro to these three statements. Number one, replacing traditional cars with electric cars, using electric cars instead of traditional cars, fuel-powered vehicles versus electricity-powered vehicles. These are three different statements, but they give us the same idea. The same idea, which means electric cars versus traditional cars. So now, some people may be for the idea of using electric cars at the expense of traditional cars. Other people prefer traditional cars. They are not for the idea of electric cars. Both of them have their own reasons and arguments. You need to include this. So let's apply this topic or the format of the first paragraph to this topic. Let's see here. Again, paragraph number one, the introduction. In many parts of the world, it has become popular to what? To use electric cars instead of traditional cars. I got this part from the questions, from the statement of the question. So the question told me that there's a kind of difference between people regards what? Regarding using electric cars instead of traditional cars. So to fit this statement in this part, I have rephrased it like this. Popular to use electric cars instead of traditional cars. Then, an obvious reason for this, for using electric cars, I mean, may be the significant increase of air pollution. Yes, some people may be for the idea of using electric cars, which is clean energy, clean power, to help environment. So one obvious reason for this may be the significant increase of air pollution. This is an important area of discussion because some people support this idea completely as they see that it has many advantages. Others take a different view. As you can see here, little change has occurred here. So if you wish to write similar introduction to your topic, no problem. If you wish to change it totally, no problem, but you have to include your topic. You have to tell one reason why your topic is commonly popular these days. And the last one is that your topic has two opposing views, one for and the other against. These are the three elements that should be included in your writing. And once you include them in your first paragraph, that's it. So here in the last part, this essay discusses the arguments and considers whether it is an advantage to replace traditional vehicles by electric, or this will bring about many drawbacks. Also, this written phrase, replace traditional vehicles by electric, means the same as using electric cars instead of traditional cars, but we have just changed the phrase or rephrase the statement, okay? So this is how you write the introduction, how you write the introduction. Now, I'd like just to thank you all for your patience, and I hope you got some ideas from this short video. Inshallah, we are going to complete this part next class. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. See you.